Well, great morning. It is Sunday. Is it Sunday today? Yes, Sunday the 1st. Well, I'm getting ready to take off and go back up to looking at properties again. Okay, it's been a lovely, lovely time here. And although their door is open and I'm welcome to be here for a longer period, I really should get back up there and continue to look for property. So that's what I'm doing, packing up this morning and getting ready to head back up and see what I can find for property. Anyway, let's look and see what we have today. Today we have observer, observing a gateway, observing a gateway to peace. Okay. Now, observing a gateway to peace. You can create a gateway to peace, or you can create a gateway to fear. So today I'm going to talk about a little about both. Now, I've recently had someone come that was with Nityananda, and they are in fear of Nityananda, and he's put a curse on them, and, I don't understand, Well, I do understand, okay, more than they think I do. Nityananda has tried to curse here many, many times, okay? They've done everything they can to curse here because I've been speaking out against him for so many years. Trust me, the way this works, and I've tried to explain, and I had somebody else put a curse on me when I was much younger. My ex-husband was from Puerto Rico, and if you know Puerto Rico, they, believe in curses, and they have many brujas, the witches, and etc. Well, they put an 8-year curse on me. So to think that I have not experienced this or have not, yes, I have. And I've had students when I lived in India, somebody that was supposed to be this great big black magician that was going to put a curse on him. And he was in fear mode for a few moments. Now, what happens if somebody puts a curse on you? Then what you do is you open a gateway of fear. And the observation is anything that negative happens in the least, you start ascribing it to the curse. Okay? And you become super sensitive to anything that takes place. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay? Because the more in fear you are, the more you attract negative drama. And then every time you create and attract negative drama, what do? You ascribe it to that person. Oh my God, they're so powerful, they put this curse on me. Okay? So you open the door to your own demise, okay? And the mind can be very strong. If you're going to believe in this curse and you're going to ascribe to that person that power, then again, you are going to continue to be your own worst enemy. Okay? So that's the way these curses work. If you know these people, they have no power other than what you give them. Because if you open yourself up to the belief they have this power, oh my God, then you are in fact cursing yourself. Has nothing to do with what they have done. You are cursing yourself by your own belief system, by your holding to fear and continuing to open a door to fear-generated drama. And the more you open the door to fear, the more you will find, the more you will create. Okay? And you become its self-defeating prophecy. So how to step out of it? Okay? How to step out of it? By seeing that God and the universe is more powerful than any person on the planet. Okay? And you have that God essence within you. Okay? Greater is he that's within you than he that is in the world. Do you understand what that means? You have that God essence. So you can observe, turn around, open a gateway to peace. Observe the peaceful things that come. Rather than focusing on fear and drama and creating more and more of those scenarios. Okay? Confront it and find peace. Recognize that you have that temple. You are the temple of the Holy God. If you connect with that inner temple in your heart, you will find and open the doorway to peace rather than fear. Okay. You can come out of the fear mode, but you have to challenge it. Okay? It can be done. Like with my student in India, with this guy that was living next door, supposedly big black tantric magician. I saw him out in the street and I said, this ends immediately. Okay? You are not to speak to my student ever again. This ends now. Okay? And you know what he did? He ran to the police. Oh my God, I said, you see how much power he has? He's running to the police to protect him from me. Okay? He has no power other than what you allow him to have. So have no fear. There's nothing he can do. Okay? There's nothing he can do that you don't allow him to do. Okay? So do your practices, do your balanced breath. Stay in the moment. Like Christ said, fear not. Why do you think he kept saying, fear not? Because there's nothing to fear. If you create fear, you open the door, then you are putting in place a self-fulfilling drama. Created and sustained, because mind is quantum. You are creating the thing you fear. Okay. So wouldn't it be much better to create peace rather than these ideations of under a curse? Oh, trust me, Nityananda's people have tried to curse me in every way possible. Okay. But they have no effect. There is no effect. When you know that the word is mighty and you can either accept it or keep the door closed. Okay? Stay in peace. Okay? Have gratitude. Start a gratitude journal for the things that the universe is bringing, rather than a fear journal of every little micro thing that happens and it keeps magnifying and growing. Okay. I can tell you what fear does. Now, here's an illustration of someone that I knew personally. They were going to have to go to a dentist, and this person was married to a yet much younger man, and they were convinced they were going to go to the dentist and either they would die in the chair or he was going to pull all her teeth and she would lose her husband. And I mean, this is a big fear, really, that she was going to die. Okay? She had this, and you could not convince her of it to save your life, that no, you're okay. Finally, I broke through enough and told her, go and challenge it. She went. The only thing she needed was a tooth cleaning. And she had it built up in her mind that she was going to die, she was going to lose her husband. And I mean, she really believed that she was going to die or lose her husband, lose all her teeth, and it would all be over. Her whole life was at an end. And it was nothing. It was nothing but her own generated fear that really just drove her for over a year in this circle of doom. Okay? And then when she finally challenged it and went, she found out it was nothing. She created this great, huge mountain of fear that was running her life, and she was miserable. Okay? And when she finally stepped out of that and challenged and looked at it realistically, saw the reality, that was the end of that. Okay? Okay, Mr. Max. So again, you have to be willing to step forward and challenge it. Yes, things happen in life. We have a streak of bad luck. We have a difficult time. But the more you continue to wallow in the morose, and I'm cursed, well, then I guess you don't have any hand in making life better for yourself. Okay? You can blame your condition, you can blame all the negative things that you continue to wallow in on somebody else. Okay? And can continue to give away your power. But how long do you want to do that for? How long? Because there is a gateway to peace. And how do you find the gateway to peace? By observing that within you, within the heart center, is that God essence. Okay? Everybody has the same amount. One person does not have more and one person less. One person is just accessing it more. Okay. Now you can have those, like Trump is very good at this, creating the fear mode in people, playing to their dark areas of life. Okay. And if you want to go there, you can get wound up, like these white supremacists that try to create this fear in these people. Oh, watch out, illegal aliens. Anybody with dark skin's going to take over your place. You're going to become the minority. You're going to, they create fear mode and panic and ridiculousness. Okay? And these people buy into it. And they're like a bull with a ring in their nose. They're drug around by their nose. Okay? In fear. You can have those that are trying to blackmail, put you in fear mode. However they are trying to put you in fear mode, whether it's, and we get those things all the time on the net. I've seen you've been looking at porn and I'm in a... Well, no, I don't look at porn, okay? But they send these things out. And if there's somebody that actually is, they go, oh my God, maybe they do have it. Then it starts this big fear mode, fear cycle. Oh my God, okay? We get boiler rooms every day from India trying to scamming your information, okay? But again, don't open the doors to lies. Don't open the doors. Don't buy into the drama and make a gateway for that. Okay? Observe, what is around you. Look realistically at what's here. Okay? Rather than having a knee-jerk reaction to things and making things seem so much worse than they are. Okay? You can turn your life around. You can make changes, but you've got to be willing to. Okay? Again, greater is he that's within you than he that is within the world. He that is within the world is Satan, the father of lies. This is how they manipulate, with lies. Okay? And if you believe the lie, then you give it carte blanche to rule your life. Okay? So don't buy into lies. Don't buy into pressure. Don't buy into these curses and this, Say, you know what? Good luck with that. Okay? You're welcome to that in your own life. But here is like a mirror. Okay? It's not going to penetrate. The only thing you're reflecting is reflecting back your old drama to yourself. That's all. And you can stay when you're in that mindset. You have the gateway to peace. Okay? Again, don't forget, mind is very strong. If you want to accept the negative, you want to accept fear mode, and that's how darkness works. It plants a seed of fear. Okay? I'm here to plant the seed of peace. Now, which one are you going to water and grow? Peace or fear? You really think the darkness has more power over light? Okay? Darkness can never overcome light. Think about it. If you light a candle, darkness cannot cover over the candle. It cannot cover over the light, not ever. But light can sure get rid of that darkness. Okay? And darkness wants to make you think these shadows, that it's got more power Can anything? Well, it doesn't. It only has the power you allow it to have. Okay? So don't give it power. Okay? Don't continue to feed that. Sit at the table of peace, gratitude, light. Hold to God, not to these demonic, that want to try to convince you of their powers. Okay? They only have the power you allow them to have. Remember that. They only have the power that you give them. Okay. Now, if you want to put them on a pedestal, be my guest. You can be ruled for them as long as you want. Get under their thumb, keep hitting that panic and fear button, or you can say it stops now. Okay? It stops now. No longer have any control over here. You never really had control. Okay? So again, open the doorway to peace. Connect with that essence within. Okay. Because again, they have no more God essence than you have within you. And it's so easy to trade in fear and doubt. Okay? This is the way they work. They want to use lies, deception, dark, nefarious means to try to hide the light. And okay, they may get some people that believe they're ranting and raving for a time. But if you hold to the truth, you hold to clarity, you hold to peace, okay? Then eventually they will wear themselves out and they will be consumed by their own dark energies, okay? If you don't take it in and you close that gateway, okay, then it has no other way to go but back to the one that sent it, and it will consume them. Okay? That's the way that works. And you have the right, you have free will to close that door anytime. So close the door to fear and taking on these things and giving your power over to somebody else. That you allow to come in and manipulate your life. Okay? You don't have to allow them to manipulate you. Okay? Know that you have a protection. If you open yourself up, you have guides, you have masters, you have your angels. Open up to that rather than closing that down and opening yourself up to lies and subjugation and fear. Okay. This is a lesson I learned in my own journey. Because trust me, and this is what people don't understand, when you go through Kundalini and you go the whole of the journey, you confront mind, you confront the projections, you confront that, what you call evil, okay? Point blank in your face. And you find you give it no energy. You close the door to it. When you close the door to it, you give it no energy, it will consume itself. Okay? But as long as you have fear and you continue to feed that, water it, pick the weeds around it, and let it grow and take over your life, okay, then you have got yourself in a world of hurt, of really, it's your own making in the end. Okay. So again, the mind is a very powerful thing. Use it in a beneficial way rather than letting it rule over you by, if you understand how these things work, you know, this is the way the dark energies work. They plant a seed in there of fear where you're going, well, I believe some of it, and then maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe, and then you start letting it grow and grow and grow till it consumes you. Okay. But if you understand that you are the author and finisher of your fate, you can pull out, say, I'm not going to have any fear of this anymore. Okay? We're not playing that anymore. Okay? And quit looking for every drama that you want to ascribe to this. Okay? Hold to the good things of life and start to feed that energy rather than feeding the fear and the negativity. Okay? It's your choice. You can choose to continue to be in fear and feed the negative and the woe is me and you don't understand, but this is so powerful and I have no control and I'm so... Or you can hold to your God-given right to not be manipulated. Okay? Fear not. And greater is he that's within you than he that is within the world. Okay? Satan, the author, the finisher of it. Satan is a big ego. The ego, okay? The big ego of drama and lies and manipulation and, you know, but it really, in the end, has no power. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I hope somebody's gotten something, a benefit from it. Okay? So I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope everyone has a great